hang on to your seat, baby, cause this one's a screamer.
What is going on, entertainment? So today I'm coming to you with another video. So let's talk music. Okay. First thing I wanted to get into, guys, is Doechii and JT's song Alter Ego. We do.
But wait, there's more. Hang on to your seat, baby, cause this one's a screamer.
What is going on, entertainment? So I'm coming to you with another video, and y'all, let's talk music. First, I wanted to get into, you guys, is Doechii's song featuring JT, Alter Ego. My ear had an orgasm. I was like, finally, we're getting back to the stage where music is fun and not this dumb rap beef stuff. The song has so much layers. I felt like I was eating a Lilo and Stitch sandwich. And if y'all know Lilo and Stitch sandwich, it's layered up. I'm talking about boop, 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 boop. The song was just so good. It reminded me of, Bulletproof. This time I'll be bulletproof. It was a little bit like that, but hip hop. It was like a mixture. Doechii, to me, is who Azalea Banks would have been had she not been problematic and practicing brouhaha and witchery. Deadass. That's who I imagine her being as an artist, as a star. But all of that other stuff holds her back. The song not only flowed so well, it to me appeals to all genres. Like, this song could be played in a Forever 21 store. It could be played in Claire's, but then it could also be played in the clubs and in the strip clubs. It was just so good. And once you thought that the song couldn't get better, it gets better. You get all the impossible. That's on my alter ego. And then she hits, I said, I wanted to scream. It was so good. It was just so good. Like, I'm glad that they hyped it up as much as they did, because they hyped it to the right amount, because it was really that worth it. Now, the visuals to me went right along with it. They went for like a swamp, massive attack, and I'm not saying it to compare it to Nicki. I'm just saying just the visuals. Y'all know when she was in the grass, click, click, click. They went for the swamp, grungy, white boy that wears redneck country hats type of vibe, tattoo aesthetic. That's the type of vibe that they went for. JT looked amazing, and it was JT's verse. JT is coming into her own so hard. It's going to be hard for the girls to keep up. She has her own aesthetic. Her flows are very versatile in every song that she hops on. She knows how to portray a character now in music videos. Because what she was giving me in that music video, I will play it, but y'all know copyright. She was giving me like, yeah, that's my alter ego. I'm a bitch. And what? Throughout the whole video. Mind you, styled perfectly. Whoever did that music video, 10 tens. Perfection. Every scene went with the song. And the concepts, amazing. When JT was in that bush, naked, cover her tiggle bitties, I said, she was like, and she had like mud with like rain doused on her. It was just perfection to me. And like, I'm a hard critic when it comes to certain music. It was just so, you can't say nothing bad about it. I listened to that song so much since I heard it. It's not even funny. It brings you back to the like 2010, 2012, 2011 era. it kind of brings you back to that era when music was like fun and it wasn't toxic. So that's what makes it so good. Just listen. It had JT and that bird. And she was supposed to be, I guess, like a bird, and she was in a bird's nest, like a big live bird's nest. Y'all remember that America's Next Top Model shoot what they did in that bird's nest with Alexandria with her big old eyes. It was kind of giving that aesthetic. They had little trailers, like trailer park trailers to go with the trailer park aesthetic, but meets high fashion. Like I get exactly what they were going for. Like shout out to Doechii. This needs to hit number 1 because I really feel like it deserves it. Now let's talk Beyonce album. To me, the album was promoted incorrectly. This album should have been promoted as a Southern album. It shouldn't have been promoted as a country album because a country album is not. Now I see why Beyonce went and made that statement about the album not being a country album and being a Beyonce album, because it was a Beyonce album and it's not country. So let's start off with the songs one by one and talk about the album in whole. The album in whole, to me, was it better than Act 1? No. Act 1 to me was a work of art. The transitions, the concepts, the sound bites. Act 1 isn't ever going to be it's just Act 1 to me is way better. Act 2 can't never beat out Act 1. It can never beat out Act 1 ever. So it starts off with American Requiem, Blackbird, and 16 Carriages. To me, 16 Carriages beat out Texas Hold'em. I can actually listen to 16 Carriages, and I actually have 16 Carriages liked on my Spotify. I can't listen to Texas Hold'em, so I'm surprised that Texas Hold'em was the song that kind of charted over 16 Carriages greater than. Now, American Requiem and Blackbird were actually really, really nice songs to start off, especially American Requiem. It really started off the album really, really strong, and 16 Carriages as well. Now we get to Protector. So now it's featuring Rumi Carter. One thing about them Carters, they're going to make sure to put on their kin. Shout out to Beyonce for always making that a point in her life to put on her own family. Okay, she ain't gonna have them like Snoop Dogg riding around in the Toyota Corolla. But like I'm telling you, like the fact that her daughter is so young and to be able to put her on that song and that that album is gonna chart, that says something. That says something. So hey, shout out to her kids because they're one lucky children. All right. The song to me wasn't the worst, but it's not a song to me that like stuck in my memory that I even added to my Spotify. So that to me was a chop. Sorry. My Rose was like a nice short transitional song that I really, really liked, but it was so short. I wish it was longer. It's crazy because the best songs are usually like a minute long. They're never like 3-4 minutes. They're like a minute. They give you like a dose of it, like a little taste. Smoke Hour was like a radio short soundbite, and it was featuring Willie Nelson. So it was emulating like an old radio type of sound. And that was like a transitional type of song on the album. It wasn't even a song. Like sometimes, of course, artists put these little sound bites and stuff in the album to be able to transition into the next song, which it transitioned into Texas Hold'em. And Texas Hold'em, I can't listen to it. I'm sorry. To me, the song has been it's been made so much of a joke online, and it's been so ridiculed that I can't listen to it seriously. I just start thinking of all the memes. But this ain't Texas, and people playing with the TikTok cowboy hats. Y'all get what I'm saying? Like, there's just some songs that I just can't, like, I'm going to put in my headphones, like Munch. Like, I'm not going to be listening to Munch. Like, you know what I'm saying? No offense to Beyonce or just the song in general. It's just what the culture has done to it. They've made it like a joke. I still think 16 Carriages should have been the greater song, but I guess the world didn't think that. Now, let's talk Jolene. Jolene. She should have renamed it, but it's okay. She should have renamed it to Becky. I think she did a great job, but I wanted her to do something like different. Like she took like the bitch please route. Like Dolly was more of a crying, like, Jolie, why would you take my man? And she was more like a, why would you take my man? I'm gonna beat your ass, right? She, to me, should have taken a different, even more of a different route and clown Jolene. I think she should have talked about all the things that Jolene lacks and how she's a dirty slut. She can't dress, a bum. You get what I'm saying? Like, clown her. Not even a bitch, please, but clown Jolene. I feel like that could have been even a more better approach, to be honest. But her vocals in this song are unmatched. Like, people do not give Beyonce credit enough for her vocals because her vocals were perfection in that song. Now, is it better than Miley's version of Jolene? I'm only comparing the two because it's the same exact song, really, with some different lyrics, of course. Miley's version is still better. Miley she has a certain southern twang to it that she adds that it's like listening to a younger Dolly. Like, Miley's version still eats, and especially the live version, if you've ever heard it on Spotify. Okay? Now we get to Daughter and Spaghetti. Daughter and Spaghetti, to me, were one of my favorite songs on the album, but they both were not country songs. But like I said, Beyonce made it a point that it's not a country album. It's a Beyonce album. So does it really matter? No. But Daughter and Spaghetti, to me, were my two favorite songs on that whole album, period. I added it to my Spotify, listened to it on repeat on my Spotify. Okay? Another favorite on the album is Tyrant, but once again, it's not really a country song. It's more of a Beyonce song. Now, we get to, after Yaya, right? We get to Yaya. After Yaya, Beyonce forgot about country. She was like, okay, that's enough country for the time. Let me vibe. Okay, let me vibe. Riverdance, to me, is another song that I like on there as well. And Desert Eagle is another one that I like on it as well. But like I said, towards the end of the album, you can tell the intention of country album kind of went out the window. It was a more of a Southern inspired album. It's still not seeing Act 1 in my opinion whatsoever. I don't see her going on tour with this album at all. I feel like she's going to drop Act 3 and then go on tour with both albums, which I think will be the smart move. Now, let's talk about some of the stuff that has happened since she dropped the album. She did send some flowers to K. Michelle. Here's the thing about K. Michelle not being on the album. I feel a way about this. I'm sorry. I do feel a way. Beyonce didn't have to put her on the album. She didn't have to do anything. And I feel like a main reason why Beyonce didn't put her on the album, I don't think it has anything to do with competition. I don't think Beyonce was scared that she would overpower her in a song. I think it all has to do with K. Michelle's past history. K. Michelle has had some problematic things that she has said in the past and has done in the past. And I think Beyonce doesn't want anything to do with her musically that will take her image. And that's why she was not on the album. So I hate when people are trying to make it seem like, oh, yeah, K. Michelle would have outdid her. And I'm a big K. Michelle fan. So yeah, I'm just keeping it back. But she said some trifling shit back in the day. You know what I'm saying? She said some shit. So I don't think she wanted people to start digging up, stuff that K. Michelle has said, be like, oh, wow, you working with K. Michelle? Oh, my God. But instead, she sent her flower, which she didn't have to do, and she still did. And this is why Beyonce is one of our last greatest superstars left, because of the kindness that she shows, that she doesn't even have to. Her doing this, she didn't have to do this at all. But she sent a note to her with flowers and say, you're killing it. I love what you've been doing it. And I know it's not easy to enter a new space. Sending you positivity and respect. I hope to meet you one day. Love, Beyonce. Okay? Said Beyonce, wow. The moment I get stuff from Beyonce, I'm screaming. Imagine Beyonce knowing who you are. Like, that, can't nobody tell you shit after that. Okay? And that's the reason why I think she was on the album, to be honest. Now, if she were to be on the album, I think it would probably chart high. K. Michelle is a creative, okay? A lot of people underestimate K. Michelle musically, but she really is a GOAT at what she does. So I think a track with her and Beyonce would have ate. Now, another person who might be getting a feature with Beyonce is Akbar V. She says, y'all, they just called me and told me Beyonce want to work with me. I'm so happy, y'all. I could cry right now. I think she's manifesting. And Beyonce, I would send her a cease and desist. Because don't you ever lie on my name, bitch. Akbar V is a hood clown. Why would you do that? Like Shay Johnson mama said, why would you do that? Like, you know damn well Beyonce would have called you to work with you. Were like, if she became Michelle on the album, what you think she gonna do with you? Please let me know. Okay. Speaking of more celebrity type actions regarding the album, we have Miss Erykah Badu, who do voodoo. Basically shouted out Beyonce and put Beyonce Cowboy Carter and shouted out the album and says, get him. To me, this is fake. You were just days ago saying how she's copying her style with the braids, with, you know, the images of her album, which, by the way, that wasn't even the album cover. That was just stills from her release for the album. So you were hating for no reason, to be honest. What Beyonce says, Tuesday on my dick, flip flop, flip flopping ass bitch. Hand me off, got my wrist go clip. Hand me off, I'm hot. Like Coco Chanel. See? That's why she said that. Tuesday, you're on her dick. Now you're on the dick. All in all, the album isn't too bad. I just feel like it's too much skippable songs. And that's why I said it's not seeing Act 1. I would call it a chop, in my opinion, just overall, because I see what she was going for, but didn't quite hit the mark. And to me, it was promoted incorrectly with the country themes surrounding it. It really could have been a Southern theme surrounding it. So that way, because people, when you hear a country album or just country anything, people go into it expecting something. So when we don't get that, we're kind of left with like, oh, like this isn't what we kind of bargained for. And not even that, you gave people false hope as to what we're going to get. Okay. And I think with the Southern promotion, it could have been really, really cute and have all the Southern states like feeling like hot shit versus targeting just the country genre. Okay. Let me know what y'all think down below about the album in general. What are some of y'all favorite tracks? Like I said, some of my favorite tracks is Daughter, Spaghetti, and Tyrant are the songs that I have on repeat. And American Requiem as well is good. Okay. Leave your comments down below. What y'all think about JT's verse on the song as well. And we're out, babies.
No personal thing.